that was incredibly weird. The intro played like 17 times in a row at the end there.
Weird.
Weird.
Oh, StreamYard, thou art
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, look at this. You got set up with Stream Elements, Brock. I love it.
I don't know much about it. Like, I literally just started the thing. Because, like, part of me wants to try normal OBS versus Streamlabs OBS because it's so fucking intensive.
I know.
But
I feel you. I switched over too.
I don't know how to do all of that, so one day I might ask you how to transfer all my shit, because I have no idea how.
I can help you with that, but first of all, wait, before we do anything else, hold on. Hold on. I must play the song of my people.
Uh-oh.
See if it works. See if it works.
Did you
Gotta be on the Twitch stream though.
It'll all be on the Twitch, maybe.
It'll only be on the Twitch stream if it works.
Okay.
I was trying to get it to play the I Believe in Joe Hendry. That's what I was trying to do.
Oh, you did the sound effect. Okay. Yeah.
It didn't play though, I don't think.
What?
So,
no.
that's okay.
Now that you say that though, that we do have sounds on here.
Oh yeah,
Shoot
I've
me a
done it
message.
before.
We can put the Joe Hendry thing in there. That is one of my favorites that people.
Yes, that's what I was trying to do. Damn it. Okay. Anyway, it's fine. I've been having all kinds of technical problems today too.
No, that's fine. That's the only thing that doesn't work with StreamYard is the any attachments underneath Twitch doesn't work with it.
It should work through Stream Elements. So it should have worked there, but that's okay. We'll figure it out.
It's weird.
Yeah,
but again, we
yeah,
can
but
add them in
I think for the sounds here, as long as it's under 30 megabytes, you're good.
Yeah, which it should be. But anyway,
Umbreon.
Umbreons. I have on my Twitch, I have 4 or 5 regulars that watch, so I've kind of been like, hey, what is the intro noise you would like for blankety blank? And you can play it when you enter the stream. And Umbreon did wanted the what's that Pokemon. So I naturally went, no, we're not going to do the normal one. We're going to do the what's that Pokemon. It's Pikachu. It's Clefairy. Fuck! Except he's done it twice now. And every time in my headphones, it is like a gunshot going off.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, the sounds are super loud. You can adjust that, though. You can adjust it. Also...
Go ahead.
I can show you Blurp as well, because Blurp is pretty good for playing audio and stuff.
Yeah, that works. But also, it never fails that I'm examining a puzzle or something, and then it's just
and then it goes off.
The sound effect just comes out of left field.
So today I'm on stream and I'm playing Resident Evil Requiem and my second playthrough. And I get to this one bit where, when you get into the Arc lab underneath with Leon. So as I'm going into one of the rooms and stuff, then Aaron comes in my stream and he starts playing, "Who told you you could eat my cookies?" And I just heard that loud in my ears and I'm just like, shit.
That's funny.
Man.
That's really funny.
Always good. It's always good.
Adding the sound effects was one of the best things I ever did to the stream.
You should get one that's like a jump scare so people can just jump scare.
Oh, I have the Metal Gear Solid sound effect and a bunch of other ones. Yeah,
brilliant.
I got a bunch of them.
Yeah, you know what we should do? We should take the scream from the movie That Shall Not Be Named, just Brock screaming out in the corner.
Oh my god, I'm so gonna take little snippets from that movie and put them on my channel. When Renegade Pop Culture is able to do it, we're gonna do that.
Adam's apple reduction. Anyway, we should probably move on.
We should. All right.
Yes, we should. All right.
Yes, but anyway. All right. We're going to get going and start talking about our weeks here. So, Mike, go ahead.
So, speaking of Twitch, over the weekend, Keona and I kind of
Finally!
launched the...
Finally.
Yeah. We launched the Renegade Pop Culture Twitch channel, and...
Yes.
The very first thing we did was live stream the Oscars. Of course, because we didn't want to get in trouble with the Disney overlords, we didn't actually play the Oscars on screen. We were just kind of riffing in the background.
Oh, yes. Hey, in 2 years, you'll be good.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
That's right. I forgot. They'll be on YouTube. So
Yeah,
They
That'll
will be
be the
on
best
YouTube.
way to
Yes,
do it.
indeed.
absolutely.
I watched your guys' live stream, and I just didn't feel like subscribing to Hulu just to watch the Oscars. So, you guys' reactions did a lot of the they basically did all the heavy lifting of my viewership
Nice.
and discussing film.
nice.
Yeah. Discussing films always on top of things.
I do have some Oscar hot takes once we get to that portion of the show, but overall, just like the experience of watching it, just like with everyone in the live chat and with Kiona, like that was more fun than really anything else.
It's a lot more fun watching it in a group. Like every year I look forward to doing the Summer Games Fest and Game Awards with Kiona, Helen, and Josh. It's a ton of fun. Bree.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's always fun whenever we do that.
Oh, yeah.
Tired but busy. I just spent the last 2 days editing like crazy, like hours of like footage. I already got like 2 of the 3 vids that I'm working on for a client done. But that wasn't even like the most strenuous thing I did this weekend. And Brock knows where this is leading. So
People taking my advice.
yes. So I love and hate Brock for this, by the way. I'm kidding. I actually love you for this. So Brock sent me like this clip of like a Tubi movie that we didn't even know what it is until I kind of snipped around.
The subtitle said "Broom the Reckoning."
Broom the Reckoning.
Oh, let me tell you, the entire movie is like that. What if let me just ponder this question, you guys. What if I told you this movie was the 2020s version of The Room?
That's
What would you say to that?
Hell,
Why didn't I take the blue pill?
Okay, so this movie is called Suspicious Leah. It is 72 minutes of magic. I have seen in this movie things I didn't even know were possible. Like, literally, it did everything wrong in ways I didn't even know you could screw up a movie like that. Let me tell you, if you like airplanes in your movie audio, boy, there's a movie for you.
Dang.
Do you like shitty iPhone footage and like cut audio and be like, what are establishing shots? What's editing? What's continuity? Like, we switch from like a night scene and then it cuts to broad daylight. Who cares? Like, those
So
are just
literally, it's
suggestions.
Plan 9 from outer space.
No, well, actually, on IMDb, like it's like under it says movies like The Room. It's literally The Room. Like, it is eerily similar. And
Is it just because it's like bad? Like it's like memeable and shit?
No. Like structure wise, like the not understanding establishing shots, like the awkward acting and like the cuts, like it's very similar. But this movie only has 2 music tracks. One of them is like a quote unquote rap track. So the movie's 72 minutes and we were recording it for the podcast. Do you want to know how long we recorded the episode for?
2
How
hours.
long?
Take a guess.
2
All right.
hours.
No. 3.5.
Lord.
Because we kept
minutes.
because we kept crashing out laughing. Like, I was in tears. Like, my voice was shot. Like, I was wheezing. It was bad, but it was also brilliant. It might be one of my favorite movies that we've actually covered so far,
Damn.
but no one knows about it. But please watch Suspicious Leah. Like, if you want to laugh and just feel better about yourself, I would recommend that. Oh, and I also went to the flower show and stuff, and I did like a little bit of gaming, but mostly I've been like working a lot and just trying to remember what day it is.
I just want to say, Bree, if you think that's long for a podcast episode, you should look at the time where we talked about the Snyder Cut.
I don't like thinking about that.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, the
5 hours.
Oscars podcast I was on, it was like on Zoom with you guys. It's like 4+ hours. But no, I've like actually a couple weeks ago, I did a 4-hour plus podcast. I think it was the Ghost Adventures movie.
Yeah, that sounds like that was the one.
You mean that podcast, Jacob, where somebody actually got left the call because they were just like, fuck this, and left the call?
Wait, what? Hold on. Can we do a story
It
time?
is a classic moment.
We don't have to dwell on that. Let's just
we don't have to dwell on that. It's honestly not a
I'm
good
just gonna
memory.
we did a test to where it's like, hey, in earlier it was Kiona, Gwendolyn, Josh. It was like 6 people, and we're like, let's do a retrospective because the Justice League Snyder Cut came out. I don't remember who started it, but instead of doing just like, hey, this is my thoughts on Snyder's movies overall, it turned into like 7 people going movie for movie for movie for movie for movie through every movie of the Snyderverse. 7 people in a row. It turned into like just.
This was at the time when we didn't know what we were doing. Obviously,
Yeah.
It was like early days. Early days.
There was no cutting. There was no nutting.
Growing pains.
Jesus.
It was a long day.
Maybe there was a lot of nutting. I don't know. It depends.
Yeah, like our movie sub series was basically just like every episode was like an omnibus of like 10 movies that were on streaming. I mean, I'll sit around like one, but there were like 10 additional ones.
We learned our lesson after.
Yeah, and we talked about movies that no one gave a shit about.
What was the final runtime of that podcast?
Like about
Justice League won 5 hours.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That podcast length was felt.
That was more like a Twitch stream kind of a thing. That was like, because I just did an 8.5 hour Twitch.
Can you tell we were new to the scene?
It's fun.
That was our first time live streaming on Facebook too.
You know, growing pains. You learn as you go. That's pretty much it.
Kiona?
But yeah. Oh man, the early days. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Brie. But okay, so my week, other than launching Renegade Pop Culture's Twitch channel with Mike, that was a very fun experience, honestly, and I can't wait to see what we do with the Twitch channel, honestly. I'm all for it. I'm all in.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we had that. We had oh boy, what did we do last week? Well, I had a couple of D&D streams with Red and her group and our community over there on her channel. So like yesterday we had one. That was a lot of fun. I did a stream today, so I've been getting like heavily back into streaming, which is nice.
Yeah.
I messed up a couple of things today, but that's fine. We won't talk about it. It's over. It's in the past. Other than that, there's been quite a roller coaster of news stories. I'm sure that we'll touch on that as well, but quite a roller coaster, quite the emotional roller coaster, I must say. Oscars were good. Playing through Resident Evil Requiem a second time, getting some achievements done, working on that. And it's really fun, man. Even the second time around, it's so much fun. So much fun.
So good.
Such a good game, man. That's early contender for game of the year, in my opinion. And apart from that, what else has been going on? Oh yeah, myself and the wonderful Pringle and I we're gonna be co-DMing a Hunger Games tabletop RPG session.
Nice.
So that's gonna be interesting. So that's been a lot of work, and that's been basically occupying my time. So yeah, busy week, but a good one.
Okay, before I start, Umbreon, I know exactly what you're talking about. Tiptoes, Kiona, Mike, Josh, and I, we had my supervisor on when we were talking about autism representation, and Josh mentioned Tiptoes, where the movie where Gary Oldman plays a dwarf, and I had never not heard of that, and then I just had to look at it during the stream. I was like, Josh, why?
God damn it.
Yeah. So yeah. So anyway, my week's been good. Yesterday I saw Kiki's Delivery Service in IMAX.
Nice.
It's my favorite Miyazaki. Everyone here has seen Kiki, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my personal favorite Miyazaki. I'm a huge Ghibli fan. In case people didn't know that, and it'd be really cool because they are releasing like a good chunk of Ghibli movies on Net and IMAX, and yeah, and
I am waiting for that G Kids 4K inevitable Blu-ray release. That I think they have to wait till they're done releasing in Japan. It's going to be a disgusting amount of money, but I am getting it.
yes, me too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to particularly then the next two releases are going to be Whisper of the Heart, and after that is The Secret World of Arrietty. I'm looking forward to Arrietty just because I want to see those backgrounds like in IMAX, like from that tiny perspective. Arrietty, it is one of my personal favorite Ghibli movies. I'm just gonna say that it's like top 5 easily. Like people always rank that as mid or low tier Ghibli, and I cannot possibly disagree more. I have a huge soft spot for that one. Yeah. Other than that, work's been going fine. I'm still working with Ariel. I did a lot of coding today, and I have to get up a little early tomorrow. And for this other project that I'm doing with them. But yeah, it's been going good.
Nice. Very nice. For me, as you can see, the partial baby face is here. I went to a convention. I went to Anime Milwaukee, one of my favorite conventions to go to, and it was an absolute blast. Got to meet some more voice actors. The one that I'm going to bring up that was probably the coolest one because he did something that he really didn't have to do, but I appreciated the living shit out of it. If it's gonna show, that is Brian Mathis, the voice of oh no, I'm blanking on it. Main character in Ancient Magus Bride. Oh, I think it's Elias, but anyway, I had messaged him on Twitter about Gachiakata because he voices Bundus in it, and I was like, hey man, I know that this is really short notice, but is there any chances you'd have any prints ready for him to have at the convention? And he goes, maybe. And then I just messaged back, I'm like, hey, if not, either way, it's going to be cool meeting you regardless. Can't wait for it. Hope you have safe travels. Liked the tweet, didn't think nothing of it. Got up to his table, looked at it, and was like, hey, is everything going good? He's like, yeah. I'm like, so I was that guy that contacted you on Twitter. Any chance anything happened? He's like, you're the only reason this bad boy exists, and pulls up this print. He's like, I looked up a brand new artist, got that done. I'm like, you really didn't have to do that. He goes, absolutely I did. You responded in the exact way you should have. You were kind, you were excited, you weren't pushy, you were nothing, you were fun, and it resulted in me getting this print done and me getting to meet you. So I'm happy that you did it. I'm like,
Wow, that's amazing.
like, holy
That's awesome.
crap, like, okay. And yeah, he was just really excitable. Talked with him about different stuff, about like getting to meet, getting to talk about like the cowboy accent and other stuff. Got to meet another voice actor, Chris Guerrero, that was Gris in it. He was a ton of fun. Another Gotcha active voice actress, Danny Chambers. Got to be both her and Brian's first ever autographs for that. But the ones I have to talk about is I got to meet quite possibly the funnest couple in voice acting that I think I could ever see. Tom and Dorothy Fawn are both like OG voice actors. And Tom voiced Agumon, and I was not talking to a guy who was old enough to be my grandfather. I was talking to a guy who had the energy of someone old enough to be my nephew. This dude was out of control. He was so much damn fun. And like sitting there talking about it, he's like, my wife voiced Ty's mom that couldn't cook in the Digimon movie, right? I'm like, no, I didn't know that. And he goes, honey, can you hit him with a little bit of Ty's mom? And then she just starts rifling off lines about, Ty, I brought liver sticks. I'm just like, what is happening? They were just energy off the charts and never stopped. And then, right when I was going to go meet his wife, they had to go do a panel. And then I had other stuff to do. I met Tom at like 11 o'clock. And then I didn't get to meet his wife until like 4 p.m. because they did a bunch of stuff and all that. And they finally got back to their tables. And then I'm getting up there. There was no one at Tom's table, and then his wife is right next to him. And I go up to meet Dorothy, and I didn't get it for Ty's mom. I got it for one minuscule character that was in Gurren that I actually had to show her the picture, and she went, "Holy crap, I forgot I voiced her." And then she remembered the lines and all that. It was great. But like I'm sitting there, and I mentioned my name, and like Tom's head pops up, and he looks over and he goes, "You said Brock, right?" He goes, "Yeah, he was with me earlier, honey. You're gonna love him. He's hilarious." What? What? And he was just like, could not have been nicer people. So they had stayed at the same hotels as us also, and like waved hi from their booth over to us and hoped we had a good, just could not have been nicer people. I just blew my mind how kind they were. But yeah, been doing that, been getting another cosplay together. I am currently getting together Leon from Requiem. I have found everything. I just need to order the jacket, which I need to get measured for. Other than that, I have legitimately everything ready for him. I have a person making me the Requiem. I found the axe for dirt cheap, even the whetstone to sharpen it with. That was like $70 for both of it. So that thing's going to be ready by November for the con that I'm looking into. So that's going to be a ton of fun. Which means I will be able to cosplay as Leon during the Game Awards stream.
Nice.
I don't... Kiona, get in for a second. What was the bet that we had with Josh? That he would cosplay as Sora from Kingdom Hearts if...
I believe so.
If GTA doesn't get delayed, right?
Yes, I believe so.
That's what it was. Okay, so we might have two people cosplaying during that live stream.
And I will just be cosplaying as myself.
No, which is fine. Cosplay takes a lot. But yeah, it's been a ton of fun. I am two runs away from Platinuming Requiem. I need to do the classic where you do ink ribbons, and then I need to do Insanity, which I'm not looking forward to Insanity because I've been playing the Resident Evil games for a long time.
Do all the infinite ammo, all the rocket launcher stuff, do all that first.
Oh, I know. Here's the thing, though. They've never done this before. This is the first time that in the helpful tips that play like when you die or in loading screens, they actually say, don't try this difficulty unless you have infinite ammo.
Yeah.
They encourage it. They've never done that before.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they know they're going to get shit for it if they don't put that in there.
Because, like, the rest of them, they're like, no, just try it, whatever. They're like, no, this was fucking hard. Get infinite ammo.
I hear the Aaron Sparrow, one of our sort of semi-regulars here in the chat, and also one of my favorite people. He basically told me that the blister heads in the game are just like horrendous on Insanity.
Oh, absolutely. I have been told by people that it supposedly takes 3 magnum shots to down the girl and get her to sit.
Holy crap.
Yeah, not looking forward to that. I have infinite ammo
that
on the
ruins
magnum,
my
so
plans.
it's not bad. Infinite ammo on it still works, and you really only need to down her like one time when you're doing the redo of the leech fight from Zero. But anyway, alrighty.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Kiona, buy or sell Grant Morrison criticizes Lanterns. The show might even be good, but how much better could this stuff be if studios were willing to hire the right people for the job instead of phoning their embarrassed friends to water down the source material?
Okay, so Grant Morrison obviously is going to have their opinions on the matter, but and of course, knowing Morrison's feelings and like the way that they write comics, especially, and the way that they love like the Silver Age stuff and the wackiness that sort of is involved in that's inherent to that. I can understand what they're saying there, but I don't think the trailer was bad. I honestly don't think it was bad. No. I think it actually looks interesting. It's a very different take on it, but I have zero doubt that it's going to lead to something a little bit more cosmic and stuff like that. Like they're playing it off as a True Detective kind of a thing, but we'll get to the comic booky stuff as it goes on. Is what
not only that, but there's a follow up to the story. So Damon Lindelof obviously saw Grant's post, and he basically said, like, listen, I know what people are upset about. Like,
Yeah.
because when he said when he said something about like, oh, we took green out of the lanterns because green is dumb. He was on a comedy podcast.
Yes.
But like
Hmm.
people who like are chronically
good look.
online
Or chronically
like-
stupid.
well, chronically stupid, yes, but my point is they only see like the written text. They don't they didn't listen to that podcast, so they don't have like the nuance of how Lindelof was like, saying this. But also he made a post on Instagram basically saying like, guys, I'm one of you guys. I'm one of you. I'm like, he just went on about
he has written comics also.
Yes.
Like Lindelof has
That's what he's
been
doing.
involved in the comic book industry itself.
yeah, and also he's just a huge nerd. Like, I think in that Instagram post, he included a shot from the pilot of Lost where one of the kids is reading like a Flash and Green Lantern
Reading
comic.
a Flash and Green Lantern comic.
Exactly.
Shameless plug. Paul and I did a bonus episode of the Lost podcast where we actually talked about that comic and read it also, the English
Nice.
version.
Nice.
Nice.
It was kind of terrible. Anyway,
Oh boy. All right. Bree, buy or sell the first look at an image from Brand New Day.
Well, I kind of saw a little bit of the snippets. I think they actually just released the snippet of the Punisher like just a couple of minutes
Yeah,
ago.
it's him hit him with a van.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. I mean, this feels more like traditional Spider-Man. And the one thing I kind of appreciate about this time around is like how hush-hush they've kind of been with this.
Mm-hmm.
love the homage to Amazing Fantasy 15.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It
that's a
shocks me
cool-
that it's taken
that's a cool
14
shot right there.
Spider-Man movies to get there.
I know, right? It really has.
It's all about the journey, isn't it?
Yeah, it is all about the journey.
Always.
Yeah, it looks great. I'm looking forward to that.
What a great journey it is.
Alrighty. We're gonna try that again. Jacob, buy or sell the Dune Part 3 trailer?
It looks sweet. I'm looking forward to it. It's hoping that Doomsday continue. Do you guys think that Doomsday's still going to be intact?
Yeah, Doomsday's happening.
The
They're
only thing that's
they're
gonna
leaning
stop
into
it
it.
if somehow the editing of the movie of Doomsday doesn't go well.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's gonna stop that.
I mean, it won't have quite the same synergy as Saw Patrol did, but but yeah, it looks really cool. Like Robert Pattinson, he's like unrecognizable in that movie.
Robert
I'm
Pattinson at this point is just a professional gremlin.
Yep.
Yeah, almost as unrecognizable as he was in Boy and the Heron. But looks cool. I dig it, and I'm looking forward to it. I loved the music choice in that trailer as well.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
music choice is very good. Agree.
Right. Mike, buy or sell that it is now official twice now that
It's
K-pop
super
Demon
official.
Hunters is going to return for a sequel, written and directed by Maggie Kang and Chris Applehands. I feel immense pride in, as a Korean filmmaker, that the audience wants more from this Korean story and our Korean characters. There's so much more to this world we have to build, and I'm excited to show you this is only the beginning.
Yeah, no, of course I buy this. This is like asking if I buy that the grass is green.
Like, at this point, just to rub it in, we should say the sequel to the Academy Award, the two-time Academy Award winner, K-pop Demon
Two-time.
Hunters, is getting
Yeah.
a sequel. And also, like, why are people being, like, salty bitches about it?
Because
We'll get to that.
nominated.
We're not doing that. Oh, okay. But yeah,
We'll get to that.
That's why.
I wear my derpy sweatshirt. I also have a derpy shirt under here. Just believe me, I do.
They're mad because their movie that consists of 3 episodes stapled together didn't get nominated.
That was never gonna get nominated.
Yeah.
No, it
It was-
wasn't.
That weren't gonna happen, buds.
No.
I'm curious. I hope Netflix makes a pact with Sony to release this in theaters. I mean, since they've lost Warner Brothers, so they don't have that big distribution arm. So yeah, like I think they would be crazy not to release it like as many theaters as they can.
I think they will. I mean, if they're gonna give,
theaters.
I mean, if they're gonna give Greta Gerwig's Narnia movie like a limited release, like they're definitely gonna do that for K-pop.
Yeah.
40 and also like a 45-day window at least.
We shall see. All right. Wow, I can't talk. Bree, with One Piece Season 2 now on Netflix, the producers behind the hit live-action show have revealed a variety what they'll be adapting next. Samurai Champloo and the creator Suichiro Watanabe will be involved.
I'm putting a tentative buy just because I feel like Samurai Champloo is very like early 2000s coded, you know, versus like something like One Piece, which is kind of timeless, even though some of early, you know, One Piece is very like late 90s Shonen Jump, because I mean, that's when it was published, like, no shit. But it's gonna be so weird to like not have the Nujabe's score and like have all that music. I don't know. I mean, it could work, but it feels like a period piece within a period piece that I'm just not quite sure how it would translate to modern audiences.
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. As far as the music goes, I am 100% certain that it will work, because the guy who made the music for the original made music for Ghost of Yote, and it worked.
Okay.
So as far as the music goes, it's perfectly going to be fine. As far as I'm concerned, as long as you get the right people working on it, because in the context, the game which should not have worked in, they made a totally separate soundtrack that you just click on, and it turns into lo-fi beats from the guy that made music for the original.
Oh,
and it works
that's actually kind of
flawlessly.
Cool.
It's sick as hell. It changes the whole
That
feel
is
of the
kinda cool.
game. But yeah, and I hope, and what I'm hoping they do, because they have this with Oda has a literal kill switch on the entire show if they do something he doesn't like. He can nuke the whole fucking thing in an instant if they do something he does not like.
And you know how I know he hasn't done that yet? Season 3 is in production.
Oh yeah. Which, by the way, did you see that breakdown of like Chopper and stuff? And like the little VFX person, he was geeking out, and this is such a smart thing to do. So on the actress who does like the onset like reference for Chopper with like the actors, they actually attached a little GoPro to her, so that
that's
they
cool.
could. No, well, here's the reason why. So they would get the footage from a Chopper's perspective to reflect onto his eyes, so he would get the reflections on his eyes, so he would be in like the same room, because reflections are really hard.
Yeah, but yeah. Chopper looks awesome from what I've seen so far. Kiona. Buy or sell, Firefly news. New animated series in the works starring the original cast. Animation will be done by Shadow Machine, and the series has Joss Whedon's blessings, according to Nathan Fillion. Tara Butters and Mark Guggenheim will be the showrunners, and it has been in the works for 5 years, according to Fillion, at AwesomeCon 26 Firefly panel, which took place over the weekend.
I have one word for this, and it's shiny. I'm so happy, dude. I am very, very happy with this news. And I'm excited that it wasn't just Funko Pops or another podcast appearance or like a table read or something. A table read would have been cool, but I'm so happy that it's new material. Other than Joss Whedon giving his blessing to Nathan Fillion to go ahead and do this, he is not involved. The showrunners are going to be Tara Butters and Mark Guggenheim. So I am very excited to see it. It's going to be set between the movie and the series, so that we'll get Washback, which is beautiful. And they even said Shepherd Book is going to appear in that. So I'm guessing they're going to have somebody who does like a maybe like a voice actor who will imitate him.
I could see
imitate
Lamar stepping in for.
I could see that completely. Absolutely, yes. I could even see like maybe they get Chiwetel back for this. Maybe they get him back. I don't know.
Ooh.
Somehow, or maybe they get the guy who played Jubal Early at the end of Firefly as well. Maybe they'll have him come back. That'd be cool. But yeah, I'm just super excited. He also said at the panel, I watched the panel today. Fillion said that he got a call from David Krumholtz, who played Mr. Universe in Serenity, in the movie, and the guy was just like, "Man, I wish I could be on that show with you guys because, but my character's dead." And he said, "We're going back in time, dude. You're fine. You're alive." So we might even see some appearances from him. I think it would be interesting. Hopefully the quality's good. They said that there is an Instagram post that they are hoping that everybody will share and like and do all the stuff that you do with social media things, so that they can drum up some more interest from the public and everybody. So definitely looking into doing that for them. But yeah, I mean, it's just such a cool announcement. I'm so proud and of those guys for sticking it out and going for it. And I'm so happy as a fan of the show to see it come back.
Yeah, my
in animated form.
My favorite line from that entire show. I don't remember what the episode is, but it's Jane when he has this thing and he goes, "This is the chain of command. You know what this is? It's the chain I beat you with until you understand what the command is."
Who's in run command here? Oh, Jane had some great lines. He had some of the best lines. It's just like, when he shoots the guy in the leg and then he says, "I was aiming for his head." So funny. That show is just a brilliant show, and I love the fact that it's coming back. Yeah.
All right, Kiona, I'm gonna let you handle this because I don't know what this is, and this is from you.
Oh yes, let me just read this article to us all because it's so much fun.
Yarn?
I'm going to spin you a yarn. Well, myself and this writer from Games Radar named Jordan Gerblick are going to spin you a yarn. I will read his words. Headline. The quote, "Every AAA single-player game since BioShock is basically the same collection of fetch quests," unquote, says ex-Square Enix suit, while Roblox games, according to him, evolve, quote, "as fast as Twilight trends and create overnight millionaires," unquote.
Wait while I fucking throw up.
Good lord.
Unclear to me what stops Roblox from being $1 trillion company in the future. So, now, Jordan Gerblick writes...
Practices? You fucking
Jordan
moron.
Gerblick writes... Wait, it gets better. "The future of video game development is in game-creating platforms like Roblox," reckons Jacob Navok. I think his name is AI-generated myself. Former director of business at Square Enix and current CEO of Genvid. Quote, "The studio-grade AI production platform for film, TV, and branded video," unquote. Blech. So this guy does not have a vested interest in promoting this perspective, does he? Being at the top of a company explicitly specializing in generative AI for entertainment, it is unsurprising that Navok has repeatedly painted a picture of a future in which the total merging of game development and Gen AI is inevitable. This is the man who made headlines for saying things like, "Gen Z loves AI, Slop. AI is a once-in-a-generation change in the entire digital order, and Microsoft needs to get on board or perish." Dun dun dun. Navok's latest dystopian canvas.
Once again.
Navok's latest dystopian canvas depicts a future full of 15-year-old millionaires with games they built on Roblox using AI prompts.
Yeah, okay.
I will use a different voice for him then.
Doesn't Roblox also have a notorious predator problem?
Yes, they do.
Yes, quite an
Yes, they do.
extensive one.
And
Quite an
they've gone
extensive
out-
one,
and
yes.
they've gone out of their way to say that that they don't think it's that big of a deal, and that it actually helps them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, fuck.
We talked about that on this very podcast.
No, it's all coming back to me now.
Now I have the song in my head. Okay. Unclear to me what stops Roblox from being $1 trillion company of the future, Navok says on Twitter. "Users are there, monetization is there. The lawsuits will be worked out, as they were for every major social media company before this, and as fidelity improves, the audience will age up." Navok points to Square Enix's long-defunct cloud-based service, core online as his former employer's answer to Roblox. But as it was limited to good browsers on good PCs, quote unquote, it never took off. Regardless,
Sure.
these game building platforms are definitely where TikTok goes, argues Navak. Prompt-based instant experiences, AI algorithms providing suggestions, creators able to quickly enable experiences that people play with them together at scale, add fidelity realism that's coming from AI-rendered textures and meshes, animation libraries called on demand, and Lua managing repeatability and consistency, plus Roblox having the most scaled matchmaking services on the planet, and you have a very strong moat.
Kiona, I'm not gonna lie to you. That was like the biggest fucking word salad I have ever heard in my life.
I agree wholeheartedly. That was all from Mr. Navak.
Is Mr.
Yeah.
Navak like?
A mentally
Well,
challenged
obviously
Star
he's
Wars
not
character.
okay, but no, Brock. Let's be fair. I think a Star Wars character would have more subtlety than this.
Yeah.
I think so. I think so.
Goodness gracious. Oh my Lanta.
He
Don't
also
worry,
says,
the NVIDIA CEO argues with him in my next post, so go ahead.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we
I
got
know.
the slot. Oh, Brock, I sent you like a little thing in the DMs of the private chat, and this is why it's stupid. Like, this is a joke. I've seen this video before, but like we've had the technology of the whole time. Did you see like that one thing of what they did to RE9? What the fuck?
Oh, don't worry.
"Oh my
I have
God,
that.
yes,
I have that ready.
I know. We're going to talk about that too."
I have that. Don't you worry.
So this guy Navak predicts the platform's increasingly child-friendly AI prompts will result in an explosion of creativity that will make traditional AAA games look downright dated if they don't already. And then they have the pull quote about BioShock, and every single AAA single-player game is basically the same collection of fetch quests bookended by fight scenes.
But you know what
But
makes this
this-
really fucking stupid?
Everything.
Is they say, well, not just that, but specifically the part about dated. What do you think the training data is? By definition, anything
Exactly.
it
What do you think
generates
it
is
is?
probably going to look like a AAA title from like 2013 or some bullshit.
Yeah, because God knows,
I know.
when I think of all these AAA games looking identical,
Oh,
I think
man,
about
when you
how
think-
similar that Astro Bot and Elden Ring are.
When you think of incredible visual fidelity, you know what your mind goes to? I know what it does.
Roblox.
Roblox. Yes, obviously. Incredible
Keone,
visual
did you just
fidelity.
like spawn a dog? What the fuck? You look like Dr. Claw.
He's that powerful.
No, she was trying to. She heard my voice. She heard the voice that I was doing, and so she tried to like. she's like, oh God, is he upset? I'm gonna
Like,
go and
buddy, calm down.
yeah.
She doesn't
yeah.
like Gen AI. She very much
She doesn't like
doesn't.
Gen AI. No,
Alright.
she's.
She doesn't like the slop.
It's
Oh.
okay, Willow. Okay,
Alright.
so anyway, yeah, so that's basically what this guy does, and basically he's just saying. The writer of the article says, in this incredibly harrowing vision for someone in his 30s who wants to make games one day.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Navox says, instead of becoming a programmer, you can just be 15 and making a Roblox game and have access to the entire world instantly.
Yes.
Yeah, you know who didn't
You can
make
play it-
Roblox? A 15-year-old.
And
Yeah.
you know what? I think that's Roblox's whole problem is there's too many people playing 15-year-olds.
Yeah. I like how they
You
said
think?
Our prompts for 15-year-olds. Yeah, your prompts for 15-year-olds that are being set up by 50-year-old men to try and have sex with them.
Oh, dear God. I mean, so first of all, this guy has, he has a vested stake in this whole argument as well, since he's
Being a
the head of a
predator.
generative AI company, basically. So,
Yeah.
yeah, this dude has, it's, I don't know. I think he's full of shit, but I just wanted you guys to hear that wonderful article because it's
Oh,
just
great.
so,
Oh, it's beautiful.
it's so amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
what a time to be alive.
Oh, it's beautiful. You want to know what else is beautiful? When CEOs get called out. So, NVIDIA
Yeah,
CEO Jensen Huang has responded to comments calling DLSS 5 AI slop. First of all,
Oh, I have another
they're
name for it.
First of all, they're completely wrong. The reason that is because I have explained it very carefully. DLSS 5 uses controllably and geometric textures, and I'm doing a South Park voice on purpose because how dumb this fucker is. Everything about the game is with generative AI. It is not post-processing. It is not post-processing. It is the post-processing at the frame level. It is generative control at the geometry level. He also added, this is very different to generative AI. It is content control generative AI. That is why we call it neural rendering. Now, so, hey, guys.
I call it bullshit.
Hey, Kiona, you and me have been playing Resident Evil 9 Requiem for quite a while. So, you and me both know how good that game looks, right?
Oh my god, that game is, I think it's possibly the best looking game on the planet, as it stands right now.
It's beautiful. So you would think that maybe, just maybe, that people showing off this rendering tech wouldn't be disingenuous and make it look like it's running on a ham sandwich on the left to try and show off this AI, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't at all do that whatsoever.
Right.
To make you see that that's not what Grace looks like at all in any versions of this game. And then they show on the right here that they just made her Amber Heard.
Guys, what are we doing?
You know
Am
what
I
think?
wrong?
They really shat the bed.
You know, Jacob, damn.
She's just Amber Heard.
I don't need that level of hyper exacto realism in my games, man. I just don't need that. There has to be some kind of artistic license. There has to be something.
Oh,
yeah, I saw the Harrison Ford one too. Oh god, it's even worse. It doesn't look like Harrison Ford. It doesn't look like Indiana. It just looks like anybody.
Lighting matters, and it makes it
generic
like all
dude.
flat. Because here's like the thing, like it makes the lighting similar to like the problem that a lot of modern Hollywood
Modern
movies
holiday
have.
classics.
Yeah, modern holiday classics. Because a lot of the reason why a lot of modern movies look the same is because they switched over to LED lighting. So then you don't have like the same like dramatic shadows. Everything just looks even. Like there's like no lighting here. Not to mention like this is not like the same model. Because let's just call it what this is. This is a Snapchat filter.
Yeah, they purposely made her look as bad as humanly possible.
Yeah.
To try and make it look like, hey guys, this is what the PS3 port looks like, but we're going to say it's on a PC.
Yeah.
But it isn't.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, what's on the PC looks more realistic than what's on the right now.
I mean, even then, that looks like fine. Like, if that was like the Switch 2 in like portable mode, like, honestly, like, the one on the left still kind of looks okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to show you what this game looks like when it's running.
Yep.
And you tell me what they did to maybe look the game look worse. Does this look like badly rendered potato sandwich that we had earlier? Like at all?
Nope.
No.
It's almost like they went, hey, what if we made this look really bad? Now, we're gonna go back to this, and Kiona, I'm just gonna reference this because it's funny. Hey Kiona, what was that Xbox exclusive that was gonna blow up the world and never show up on PlayStation ever?
Oh, well, there have been a number of those.
What was the one that they literally bought Bethesda to stop it from being a PlayStation exclusive?
Oh, Starfield.
Yeah. So
the Field of Stars, yes.
So we're gonna show you something. Now, this is an example. This is the only one that I actually thought looked good, and it's not because the AI filter is good, but it's because of how bad the models look in Starfield.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see,
dear.
that's where
Oh dear.
That's where I could say that like DLSS actually does a good job of like adding to it and supplementing the things that are there, as opposed to just changing everything and making it look worse, in my opinion.
Absolutely, but Kiona, I mean, when we really want to show what this thing can do, we should show how it improves everything. I mean, is this not what you want?
Yes, absolutely. Oh my gosh. My dreams have been finally realized. This and the Roblox article also, just a wonderful time, you know?
And just think, this is all what Xbox wants to get away from when they hired an AI specialist.
Yes.
Because guys,
remember what the illustrious Mr. Navok just said. Microsoft has to get with the program or they'll just perish. He says.
Yes, this $1 trillion company that does other things other than make video games.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're going to perish, yeah.
Yes, but Kiona, like you said, one of my favorite tweets was, "We hear you." Well, apparently they can't hear you from space because Starfield became a non-exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
That tweet made me laugh so fucking hard.
I'm sure that made sense to her. I'm sure she knows exactly what that post was talking about.
Absolutely. So, reliable Xbox leaker, Sneeko SO, who has made many things known. The dude is legit. The first person to confirm Microsoft was going multi-platform months before anyone else said it, revealed some details about good old Project Helix. Hey, Kiona, do you know why I guarantee they're going to call this fucking thing Project Helix?
Because it doesn't have the Xbox name in it.
No, because because they had all these like Project Scarlet and Project whatever and blah blah blah. You know, like it's 360 because it's revolutionary, or it's the Xbox One because it's all in one, or it's the Series X because we fucking gave up. But anyway,
yeah, exactly.
Project Helix is going to be because you're intertwining a PC and a console into one.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I can't wait for that presentation.
Are they going to call it the Xbox Helix?
They just might. They might just call it the fucking Microsoft Helix at this point.
Yeah, you know what? We call it the Microsoft Game Machine.
Yeah, because they also added that they're going to have Xbox Copilot, which Bree fucking called when we were talking about it before.
I know.
Oh, the massive reveal they did? Yeah, that they're real fucking proud of. Anyway, so there's some details about Project Helix. The new Xbox CEO, Asha Sharma, could not cancel it due to the hard R&D costs already spent. It will be very expensive and very niche audience. It is a PC that uses Windows full screen experience. Developers are making games for Windows Store now. There's no native OS, and it now is Microsoft's universal Windows platform. Native Xbox versions are done. Access to your Xbox library of games maintained through backwards compatibility. Essentially, it's the final nail in the coffin to wrap up the hardware business for Xbox, and exclusivities are never happening ever again. Where is... And also, here was some other things, some details on this leak. Project Helix price will reportedly going to be very, very fucking expensive. Leakers estimate that it could range from $900 on the low end to $1,400 on the expensive end.
What?
Yeah. You're buying a gaming PC.
You're buying a gaming PC.
But it's probably going to be a shitty
But it's not even going to be a really good one. Probably.
It's going to be a worse version of the thing that Steam already announced.
Yes.
Yes.
The next gen the next gen Xbox will be more powerful than the PS6 in terms of specs. For twice the price of the fucking console, I sure as fuck hope so! But you know what's going to be really awesome? I hope that they give this thing 8 billion teraflops like they did with the Series X, and it still regularly gets outperformed by the PS6. Remember when they said...
And make it extremely hard to program for.
We have 8 zillion teraflops and the this and that and the Series X.
Oh my god.
And then Digital Foundry are a bunch of shills because they're lying about the PS5 outperforming it. Guess what? If you stick a Lamborghini engine in a Buick, it's still a fucking Buick! It doesn't run well just because you stuck a more powerful fucking engine in it! You program the goddamn thing correctly and it'll run better!
You know what'd be really fucking funny?
What?
Flip.
It'd even better if a Mac outperforms it.
Oh, it will. It will in certain aspects. And it'll get outsold by the Switch in every single play. Because you're not going to... When you have the choice between the Xbox shit stain or a fucking Steam machine, you're going to buy the Steam machine!
Could you actually...
Yes, you are.
Because you know what's going to be on the Steam machine? All the fucking Xbox games are going to play on their useless console!
Jesus Christ.
And it'll be optimized better because you're not going to be able to use fucking AMD on the fucking Xbox console.
You know, but it's like really dumb, like that Mac doesn't like kind of amp up their graphics thing because like one of the things their silicone chips does is it like prioritizes like graphic performance because you can fully run stuff like Death Stranding, and I think Village has a native Mac port if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, and to add on to what's going to make this great, do you know what is going to make this fucking machine even more useless? That all of the fucking Xbox fanboys were all whatever. They're like, we don't need to get a PlayStation after we get our Xbox shit machine because we're going to have all the PlayStation exclusives when they get to PC. Guess what? Jason Schreier just came out and confirmed that shit ain't fucking happening anymore. So if you want to play PlayStation games, motherfucker, you gotta buy a PlayStation. So do you know what that makes this Xbox? Fucking useless! Because they're multi-platform. Kiona, why would someone who wants to get Xbox Game Pass buy this shit machine when you can just get a less expensive at this point, almost PC?
Yeah. So why don't you take that $900 to $1,500, whatever it was, and spend it actually creating your own gaming PC, one that you can future-proof yourself and do it up and customize it to the specs that you want? And also, why not just get a PS5 Pro or whatever? I mean, you're going to be spending that amount of money anyway.
Yeah, I think you could take that.
It doesn't make sense. Get a Switch 2 for all I care. Get a Steam machine. Get whatever.
You could take that $1,500 and buy one stick of RAM.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. 16 gigabytes of RAM for $1,500 bucks. That's
the
what's
last
going for
thing that, you know, is going to seal the deal for why they should buy this over a Steam machine is that it will ship with Steam, Epic Game Store, and PC shops already installed on it. But guys, it's a console. It's a console. It's a console, guys. Anyone who has an Xbox already, they're having a hard enough time getting attach rates. We also need to bring up that the Switch 2 port of Resident Evil 9 outsold the Xbox by 3-1.
I'm not surprised.
And it's the worst port of the game.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
It's not good.
It's not it's not good. And also, it doesn't put them in a good position. And also, it's just the fact that everybody who owns an Xbox already probably, you know, if you're going to be that much of an enthusiast to the point where you're going to own either all three consoles or like all four, and, you know, because I'd imagine they would own a Steam machine also or a Steam Deck. And like also a gaming PC. Like if you're that much of an enthusiast and you're going to have like, you know, the Xbox port and stuff, you're going to get the minority of sales are going to be on the Xbox port because people already have a PC. People who have a PC and an Xbox are going to buy it for PC because you can customize it and make it better. So it makes sense in that way.
Absolutely. All right. So, Kiona, you have played Resident Evil 9 now. I'm going to bring up some facts that people get really mad at me when I say that Claire and Jill aren't in 9 or aren't even fucking referenced. That's really funny and shows that my point's correct. So, major character appearances in the RE Engine games. 7, 2 Remake, 3 Remake, 8, 4 Remake, and 9. Ada in 2 and 4.
Mhm.
Chris in 7 and 8. Claire,
Yep.
Resident Evil 2. Ethan,
Mhm.
7 and 8. Jill,
Mhm.
Resident Evil 3. Kendo, 2, 3, and 9, if you include a flashback. Leon, 2, 4, and 9. Marvin, 2, 3, and 9, if you include a flashback. The photo of Rebecca Chambers in a cheerleader outfit that is in Wesker's desk.
Yes.
2 and 9. A photo of Rebecca Chambers has showed up more in Resident Evil games in the RE engine than Claire and Jill. Sherry in 2 and 9, Wesker in 4, and spoiler alert in 2 and 9 that we're not going to bring up. But yeah, hey guys, fucking put Jill or Claire in 10.
Please do. My God.
A jerkbait photo of Rebecca Chambers for Wesker is in more games than them.
I know. That's insane.
It's not good.
They have to be the main characters of 10.
Jill needs to be one of them. That's all I gotta say. Jill needs to be one of them. I don't
Jill
care.
definitely needs to be
The
one
fa-
of
the
them.
fact
I need
that they
Jill. I
didn't-
need more Jill in my life.
The fact that Kiona, you played that game and they never said Claire's or Jill's name or Claire's name fucking once. You have Leon and Sherry talking for an entire game and they never say her name fucking once.
I know. That's the
Okay.
one thing.
That bugs the
That's
shit
the
out
one
of you.
thing that I don't like about it. Yeah.
Hey guys, okay, hey, Kiona. So, do you remember on this podcast, everybody that's been a part of this podcast, do you remember when Pokemon developer Pocket Pair got really butthurt
Mm-hmm.
about Pal World because, you know, they're like, hey, you're copying our games, you can't be doing that. And then they put out a game that was like essentially where it was Paltopia, I can't remember what it was, where it was essentially copying Pal World and then making it into their own. And they released it on their own thing. And then
What was that? Pokopia?
No, that wasn't Pokopia because that was their own that was with Pokemon in it. They made another one that didn't have Pokemon.
Oh yeah, there was another one. Yeah.
We talked
No,
about
I
it
remember
on
it.
here a while
I remember
ago.
now.
So
Yeah.
then you would think that through all these lawsuits and stuff like that, that they would go out of their way to never possibly come up with something that looked eerily similar to Pal World. Now, look at this image. You see that there.
Uh-huh.
That pretty little image there. Now, I'm going to show you a game that is for sale on the Switch. And it is appropriately named Pikmin.
Now that's interesting.
Now, look, you remember that old image? They would never just, like, copy it or anything. That would result in a possible lawsuit that looks, like, almost identical to that previous image. They never do something like that.
Oh no, of course not.
Oh, wow.
I mean, there's
Wow.
nothing even close to it. Like, what? Like, how would they even...
That's crazy. How does that not... they should have just called it Palmon.
It literally has a creature with a Gatling gun
Pokeworld.
and an exact copy of the flying creature in the background. Including a tower that you have boss fights at.
Crazy.
But no, it's not copying. It's not
copyright
copying
at
Pal
all.
World at all.
Not at all.
No,
No.
Pokemon and Pal World inspired Pikmin announced for the Nintendo Switch. Network Go and Pocket Game, it's even close to Pocket Pair, which is the
I know,
company
it's even
that
close to
owns
Pocket
Pal
Pair.
World, have unveiled their new project Pikmin, which is planned to release for the Nintendo Switch as there's no word on release timing. Pikmin takes a good amount of inspiration from Pokemon and Pal World. In the multiplayer open world survival crafter, players will fight, farm, and build industrial empires to create creatures that look and take down shadowy organizations. Plot. Here's some additional info. Embark on a journey in a land of lost civilizations and wondrous creatures. Live and fight alongside your Pikmin. and work with researchers to solve enigmas of this vast world. There needs to be a time when we actually care about copyright. Like, what?
This is like some Ratatouille shit.
Oh god, Ratatouille, Jesus Christ.
It's outrageous.
Oh, that's not the most outrageous thing. Do you guys play Street Fighter 6 at all?
Oh, I play Street Fighter 6.
Okay, so
Yes.
did you play the Alex DLC that just came out?
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet. No.
Did you play it in World Tour mode?
I didn't play the World Tour mode yet. No.
Oh,
Yeah, some of it.
oh boy. Oh boy. So, let me just, because my friends just...
Is this about the Saudi Arabian DJ that they slammed into it?
No. Oh, this is even better. Okay, so part of Alex's lore is that he was raised by Tom, who was a friend of his dad's. And
Yeah.
he was in a relationship with Tom's daughter, Patricia. All right, that sounds all good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
And then towards the end, Alex refers to Tom as my mom's cousin.
What?
I am not kidding. just think about it.
What?
We're home, Alabama.
Oh my god! What the hell?
It gets better. Oh,
You may have a
it
different
get,
definition of better.
no, it gets better. All right, let me just screen.
Is this the plot point they used to convince Kenny Omega to do the motion capture? I'm sorry.
Yes,
anyway.
he's a big
All
fan
right.
of incest.
Oh, geez.
Alex's adopted dad, Tom, is
What the
actually cousins with his mom, and then they reveal that Alex had a child with Tom's daughter, Patricia. Is it not blood related or something, or does no one writing understand what it means if she isn't?
I'm hoping it's just like a bad translation or something.
Oh no, because the Japanese fans were having the same reaction. So you want to bet how quickly that line gets patched out?
Holy shit.
Roll faster, I hear banjos.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
man.
I could not contain that to myself. I'm sorry.
I need to hear a reaction from Max and Matt McMuscles on this one.
Oh, don't worry. You'll get one appropriate. All right, on to something non-incestuous.
Holy crap, okay.
Resident Evil Requiem is the fastest selling game in the series. It's actually up to 6 million now. We didn't do the
Very
podcast
nice.
fast enough. They sold another 1 million copies in a week.
Very nice. I'm
It was
happy for
5
that.
million in 5 days. RE4 Remake sold 5 million in 4 months.
Yeah.
RE Village sold 5 million in 5 months. RE3 Remake sold 5 million in 24 months. RE2 Remake 5 million in a year. RE7 5 million in 15 months. And RE6 sold 5 million in 5 months.
Well, damn.
Okay.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. My
We
God.
got some stuff before we go back to Resident Evil because there's more stuff there. But Jason Schreier
Okay.
confirms the PlayStation is done porting their single-player games to PC. Says there was Ghost of Yote and Soros were planned, but they've both been scrapped. And if Jason Schreier's
Okay.
saying it, that means it's true because that dude's track record is like 1,000%.
Well, you know what? Thank you. I have a reason to have my PS5 sitting right beside me here.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Possible reasons are poor sales and damage to the PlayStation brand, which is not entirely false. Second
entirely
parties
wrong.
like Death Stranding 2 and Kena have autonomy to choose. Multiplayer games like Marvel
Okay.
Telecon and Marathon obviously make sense.
Obviously, multi-platform. Yeah, makes sense.
Spider-Man 2 data might reveal why Sony is pulling away from PC. It sold over 16 million units on PS5 as of late 2025. It sold 700,000 on Steam. And the PS5 version, until they dropped it onto PlayStation Plus, was selling an average of between 100 to 200K monthly
Oh,
Shit.
on the PlayStation.
So I think one of the problems though with going the PC port route for them was the fact that because you had that extremely long waiting period, so a lot of people were just like, I'm just going to play it on PS5, and then when they did the PC ports, it's like those who wanted to play it pretty much have already played it.
Yeah. but they didn't want to do it at the same time because they don't want to be in the same position that Xbox is.
Yeah, because then it would be in the same position. Yeah, so it wouldn't make sense that way either. So I think that even though it sucks for my wallet, but I think that it makes more sense for them as a company, and I think that it makes more sense for, just system. Exactly. It creates value for the system and stuff like that, and it's almost like exclusive sell systems.
Crazy. It's almost like that this is something I don't get. The Xbox 360 paid for a bunch of timed exclusives, and in the beginning chunk of that generation kicked the fuck out of the PS3.
Yeah.
It did. It absolutely did. PlayStation ended up doing it at the very end, and then the PlayStation 4 lived off of nothing but giant exclusives, and it kicked the shit out of the One. Give or take, Don Matrick gave them the boot to kick the system with.
He certainly did.
And then all of a sudden they're like, all Xbox fans were like, well, this is fucking stupid. PlayStation's dumb. This is a bad strategy and Xbox would never do it, even though we bragged when the 360 did it and we loved it then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then they just gave up on it more eventually. Because they're
if you think about it, like, they could do something. Xbox, Microsoft, they could do something. They have Halo, they have Gears of War, they had them. They have all of these franchises that they could have used. Crimson Skies, that's a franchise no one's thought about for so long.
Fiona,
they could have remade another one. They could have made one of those.
Bought two of the biggest publishers of all time in a 3-year span and never made any of the games exclusive permanently.
That's pretty much what I'm telling you, yes. It's ridiculous.
They tried nothing, and they're all out of ideas.
And they tried nothing, and they succeeded.
And you know what else console exclusives for them would have helped? You know what else that would have helped? Game Pass.
Yeah, it would have. It would have.
Would have.
Would have.
Or at least console and PC. You know, like, because PC is within the same architecture, within the same ecosystem, then you could have them ported to PC easily and still make money that way as well.
Yeah.
But
Kiona, here's this crazy idea. What company makes a good amount of stuff for computers?
Microsoft.
Wait, are you trying to tell me that Microsoft owns Xbox and it's just a big joint ecosystem?
Pretty much.
Get out of town! What are you talking about?
I mean, it's gotten to the point where if this is their strategy, then why do they have... Why even have Xbox? And that pains me to say.
They should just go third party at this point.
Unless you want to make that the budget option for consumers that cannot afford a gaming PC.
Yeah,
and that would make it exist within itself.
Yes. Let's make the budget version for people that can't afford the gaming PC. Let's make the system cost possibly $1,500.
I know, that's what I'm saying though, is that's another way that they're screwing up here. That's another way that they're screwing up. Because it's like, if you want to do it that way, which is understandable, like Pringle and I also, we have this conversation where it's like, she has like an Xbox, and the reason why she has an Xbox and she plays mainly on there is because she doesn't have like a strict like a desktop gaming PC. No. And I think that's completely valid, a valid reason to have an Xbox.
Absolutely, it is 100%.
I mean, that's what I used to be too before I could actually afford a gaming PC, which I did. I'll finally be able to do that. But I mean, like, it's just, it's mind-boggling, really, the decisions that have been made.
Yeah.
So.
And don't worry, it was all Sarah Bond's fault.
Oh, obviously.
It's all
the black lady's fault.
Yes, let's completely throw her under the bus when she was just pirating the same things you told her to say, parroting the same things you told her to say.
But like,
okay, also Pringle says that her Xbox was a gift as well. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you out there, Pringle. I'm just using it as an example.
Well, still, even as a gift, it's what you have.
But like all this is like so anti-consumer though. If you want to make a budget gaming PC, that'd be fine. That shit should be like $8.99 at most.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. God. Well, no, what I'm saying is make it a console that costs $300 to $400. Make it something that is like equivalent to like, you can't tell me that this tech doesn't exist, or at least, before the stupid AI thing came up and screwed up all the pricing and stuff like that. But I mean, like they could make something that could have been like a budget version of like the Xbox is a budget gaming PC essentially in a console form. They could have done something like that, and that would have given them an audience.
Do you know what's going to be the big waiting period now?
What?
Who drops what the price of their system is first, the Steam Machine or the Helix?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that PlayStation is now competing with Nintendo. They could not give a shit less about what Xbox is doing because they're not even trying to complete it.
I mean, it's the 90s again, basically.
Yeah.
Except for Sega essentially would have went, we're going to give up on our own! Bye-bye! Like...
Well, I mean...
Sega at least had dignity.
At least they had dignity, and at least they said, you know what, we have a plan, we're sticking to it, and just Sonic on the same console as Mario now. Everything's great.
Yeah. And they at least
I mean, you know, at least they made the decision, they made the call, and they did it. As opposed to whatever the hell this is. I mean, when you got the father of your console, the guy who actually designed the damn thing, coming out and saying that they're going to sunset it eventually, sooner rather than later. I mean, what does that tell you? And the guys who started Xbox as a brand and as a platform were some of the most passionate dudes that I ever saw in terms of an executive team. Like, they did a great job, in my opinion. And then it just went to shit. Right. You know, as time went on, as the generations went on, and they all left, by the way. They were gonzo. And the guys who inherited the platform after them have now basically run it into the ground.
They have. They absolutely have.
And now we're stuck with someone whose background is in AI running the thing. So, you know.
Blech. But
yeah, great for consumers.
We hear
you.
Wonderful
for consumers.
We hear you. And I'm not having AIs type my incredibly regular, not auto-generated responses on my Twitter.
We hear you.
Yeah. Capcom is rumored to be working on another remake of RE1. It is said to be 4 to 7 years out.
Hello, fellow gamers.
This is also a world that would add to Capcom's list of remakes, with Code Veronica said to be the next one up, RE0 to be after that, and then RE10 possibly in 2029. At least the RE1 remake would give more Jill. Absolutely, it would. You know, the very first protagonist of the series, fucking put Jill in a game.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they'd be doing it for RE40, I guess, which is horrifying to think about if it's 7 to 10 years out.
Oh yeah, that's true. At least if we get Code Veronica remake, at least we'll get more Claire that way.
We'll get Claire at least, and then we'll get another RE engine Chris, which is not bad. But we'll get Steve Burnside before we get Jill in another game, because, God, that's what I need.
Oh, that's
Jill, you're, like, really hot. I like seeing you bend over that computer so I can see your ass in those jeans. It's great. Ah!
Jesus.
I don't like Steve Burnside, okay?
No, we definitely don't.
Oh, God. Anyway, all right. Kiona, you want to talk about some Control Resident?
Control Resonant news, they have confirmed that it is not a Souls-like, which makes me very happy. Because as much as I respect the artistry involved in creating Souls-likes and things like that, but Control Resonant does not need to be a Souls-like.
No.
Combat is more akin to a superhero game and heavily influenced by Infamous Second Son, the Arkham games, and of course the first Control. Also, the narrative is said to be influenced by Neon Genesis Evangelion in terms of Dylan Faden's characterization.
Which I cannot describe.
In terms of Dylan Faden's characterization, they call it comparable to Shinji's evolution over the course of Eva. And it features a dialogue system inspired by Firewatch of all games. There may be branching conversations, but they will all lead to one singular ending, which is also another problem that I had with RE9. Was that nothing burger of a bad ending. But anyway.
Yeah. When they tell me that the narrative takes inspiration from fucking Evangelion, no shit, I saw that trailer!
Right?
That is a hell of a sentence.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, they call it comparable to Shinji's evolution over the course of Eva. So at what point is Dylan Faden going to masturbate over a fallen comrade in a stretcher?
Maybe after that ballet fight, which Timothée Chalamet will never play because it's irrelevant.
Does that mean that we're going to get Dylan Faden finally finding his sister Jessie, and they have to do D&D to beat a twin enemy?
Hell yeah.
Oh, it'll be
Hey,
great.
you know what's
But
funny? We're gonna have to fight ourselves in D&D the next session on Monday. Our characters have to fight themselves, which is
or I
pretty
mean
entertaining.
DDR.
Anyway.
Sorry, DDR is what I meant to say.
DDR, yes.
God, I just.
Yeah.
Ava
Interesting,
is
huh?
a weird property. I don't know if Zay is
Ava's so
watching
weird.
this, but there is a cosplayer that I met, very, very young cosplayer that I met at Anime Milwaukee, who is like currently watching through Evangelion, is halfway through, and I'm like, her time period of Zay is here. Hey Zay, how's it going?
Hey!
The time period of like a person who is now, I think you're, when I added you at the 18, 19? Was that what it was? But, like, just thinking of the time span from how long ago Ava is for how different anime is now. The time difference of just, like, that's crazy. It's
Look at that timing, though, Brock. Look at that timing.
so good. Just turned
So good.
18. How long ago did Evangelion come out?
I think it was
Jeez, like-
1995.
5. Yeah, 95.
Yeah, like 31 years
95.
ago.
So that show has been around now for almost 12 years longer than she's been alive.
Jesus.
Goodness gracious. Ay. But yeah, I cannot wait for Control Resonant. And that's probably going to be one of the next games that we talk about in one of our joint.
I'm sure it will be.
What's the who's
I'm
this?
sure it will
That's
be.
probably going to be
we should
Josh's
do
game.
we should do Control 1 also.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Does that say it was coming out this year? Or was that
Yeah.
next year? Oh,
This
that's
year, I
probably going to be
believe.
Josh's game of the year. Me
I
and him are
believe
going
it's
to be
this year.
arguing over Resident Evil and that for our games of the year. I can tell you that
Yeah.
right now. All right. So, Arc Raiders has started replacing AI voices with human ones. The CEO admits it's quote-unquote better. No.
No,
way.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
There's a quality difference. A real professional actor is better than AI. That's just how it is.
You don't say.
Yeah.
We look at AI first and foremost as a production tool. Then we can test things internally. We can test 15 different lines without recording them and then know what to record. It also is a way for us to work and not replace actors. We don't necessarily believe in replacing humans with AI all the time. We just believe in replacing AI with
Okay.
humans eventually.
Sure. Let's go with that one.
Even Darren Aronofsky's 1776 AI Slop series has voice actors in it.
It's something.
Mm.
All right.
What a time to be
Hey,
alive.
so we're going to talk about the Oscars. I just need to get it out now before we even get to the category. Any of you over-obsessed Demon Slayer fans that are even actively upset a little bit that those 3 episodes that got stapled together into a movie did not win the Oscar over K-pop Demon Hunters because, quote-unquote, I saw on Twitter say, this movie called K-pop Demon Hunters won over one of the most culturally significant movies of all time to be released. That is not an exaggeration. I wanted to fucking puke.
Imagine saying that unironically the K-pop Demon Hunters, which is going to have like cultural significance for years to come.
I'm
Also-
going to direct all of those losers to the locker over there.
I would
Just
direct
go ahead and
all
shove
of,
yourself in there.
I would direct all of those losers over to Chainsaw Man, which was an actual movie
Yes.
and was
Or-
much better.
Or just pull a Red Foreman.
Yeah. Either way. That just reminds me of his one line. He's like, the last time I was that close to Japanese machinery, it was shooting at me. But do you know why bad things happen to you? Because you're a dumbass. All right, I'm going to go get water. Mike, you go nuts.
Okay, so for those who missed our live stream, I'm just going
Cody
to
Rhodes.
run through all of the winners of all of the categories.
Please do,
So-
Mike.
For Best Picture, it went to One Battle After Another.
Sinners in Another World. Anyway,
Yes, Sinners on Earth 2 won.
yes. The
Best
better
directing
Earth
went to Paul
by
Thomas
far.
Anderson. Very overdue. Congratulations to him.
Fair.
Best actor in a leading role, Michael B. Jordan. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, did you see him with the In-N-Out burger afterwards?
Yep, I saw that. Or at least I saw the story. I didn't actually see any pictures of.
Oh,
of
I
him.
saw it. It's great. He's like all the people. He's like shoving that burger down.
By the
Hell
way,
yeah.
Sinners on Earth 2 is the name of my first porn title. Anyway, go on.
Yes.
Best actress in a
As
leading
well
role,
it should be.
Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. Best
Fair.
actor in a
Deserved.
supporting role, Sean Penn for One Battle After Another, who couldn't even bother to show up.
Yep. He couldn't
And
be there
I love
didn't want
even
to.
that Kieran Culkin's like, Sean Penn couldn't be here tonight, or maybe he just didn't want to.
He didn't want to.
Best actress in a supporting role, Amy Madigan for Weapons. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Best original screenplay, Ryan Coogler for Sinners. Probably the most fuck yeah award.
Yes. Yes.
Best adapted screenplay went to One Battle After Another, obviously. Best animated feature film, K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah! Sorry, I had to get that out.
Somebody clip that, please.
I was in the middle of the most intense firefight of my entire fucking life on my Twitch stream, and then Pringle jumps off of your guys' stream to specifically let me know that K-pop Demon Hunters won, and I lost my shit.
Oh, I wish I could have seen that.
Did you think there was even a slight chance it would lose, Brock?
I had every fear in the world that there was not a single chance it was going to win, just because it would be a thing the Oscars would do.
Good.
100%. I thought there was a chance it was not going to win.
I was gonna go to Zootopia 2 instead.
Yeah, I can honestly see it. If I'm going to be perfectly
I could have
honest with
seen
you,
that
yeah.
happening.
And we don't believe in this Netflix movie. Yeah, trust me. I saw there was a chance where it was going to get snubbed, and I was going to be in a very different mood on this podcast. Anyway, go on, Mike.
Anyway, best international film went to Sentimental Value. Best documentary feature film, one of the few times I've actually gotten this category right. Mr. Nobody Against Putin. Best documentary short film went to All the Empty Rooms. For the first time in a while, there was a tie for
I was
best
just
live
going to
action
ask,
short
how many
film.
times has there been ties at the Oscars?
I think that was the seventh time.
That's
No, that
the
was-
seventh time, I think.
Yeah.
Seventh.
Yeah, I think the last time was in
Never heard of that
2012 for best sound editing. It was for Skyfall and
What
And
is
Life
the
of
name-
Pi.
Zero Dark 30.
Oh,
yeah, Zero Dark 30.
yeah.
What is the name of these
Thanks, Umbrion.
kawaii freezing President Max he? Like, what how did they generate this shit?
I don't know, but for
Go on.
for best live action short film, it was a tie between The Singers and Two People Exchanging Saliva.
Best name ever.
That's the name of my second porno.
Yeah. I thought so. I thought it would be.
Best animated short film went to The Girl Who Cried Pearls. Best original score went to Ludwig Göransson for Sinners.
Nice.
Best original song. Take a guess.
Golden! It should have been what it sounds like,
Yes.
We're well past that.
but
True.
it's golden.
Yes.
Best sound went to F1. Best casting, this is another of the bigger surprises. Best casting went to One Battle After Another, which
Yeah.
I could have sworn Sinners had this in the bag,
yeah.
but whatever.
I thought it had that too.
Best production design went to Frankenstein, of course.
Yeah.
Best cinematography went to, believe it or not, the first woman to win this award,
Mhm.
Autumn Durald Arkapaw, who shot Sinners.
Mhm.
Best makeup and hairstyling went to Frankenstein.
Oh yeah.
Best costume design went to Frankenstein. Best film editing, One Battle After Another. And best visual effects, Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now, I am
makes
very
sense.
happy for Michael B. Jordan for winning Best Actor, but I really believe the guy that played his brother got snubbed.
Yeah, seriously, what happened to Michael B. Jordan?
I don't know. Like,
Or Michael A. Jordan.
Michael A. Jordan. Yeah.
Michael C. Jordan.
You know that actually, you know what's funny?
He had to do with basketball game.
His dad actually is Michael A. Jordan.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. That's great.
If he has a son, he needs to make him Michael C. Jordan.
Yes,
Like,
he
it has
does,
to
honestly.
happen.
Please
That's
let that happen. My
that's
God.
awesome.
That'd be amazing.
But I just would have loved if costume design would have went to Sinners, just so that we can say
Yeah.
secondhand a Blade movie costume design won an Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually could have seen Sinners winning because Ruth Carter did those costumes. We talked about that before,
Stamanas.
but she's just like one of those people who usually when they're nominated they end up winning. But it was up against Frankenstein, so I kind of
it's
get
pretty
it.
hard. I mean, overall, like, I don't think there was that many shockers this year. I mean,
No.
I don't think either Sinners or One Battle After Another was gonna do like a clean sweep. I didn't see like a Titanic situation. It was more funnier that Marty Supreme did an opposite sweep.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
they
Chalamet
were
looked rather
completely
pleased.
shut out of like everything.
Shyamalama Ding Dong was very pleased.
Also, I gotta say,
I hate that movie so much.
Conan O'Brien is a great host. I wish
he was
I wish he would like return for like for another 5 years because he's just that good.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was
He's
hearing
naturally
some
talented.
some complaints about like the actual production of the broadcast,
Mhm.
like sound
Yeah, that was
mixing
a
was
little
off.
bit of a mess.
Yeah. But it's one of those things that's bound to happen once in a whatever. Crap is going to happen. Now, the thing I'm going to actively complain about, because I saw people getting pissed about it, and it was genuine and deserved. The horse shit that happened when AJ was accepting her award.
Oh,
and got
that
cut off
was
within
Yeah.
5 fucking seconds.
that was bullshit. And
Oh yeah.
one of the things I'm hoping for when the Oscars leave traditional broadcast and go to YouTube,
More time.
I hope they knock it off with this like cutting people off mid speech. Like just let the people
Let them
let,
know
let the
they're-
people
You know
who
what-
are like up there
Yeah.
actually
Let 'em speak.
have their time.
Yeah.
You know what?
Mhm.
What they need to do is they need to do like what they do with like halftime at like football, and just have like an audible clock that people can keep track of time for like their speeches. Like you have 2 minutes, go.
And it's like, I don't mean to be whatever, but it's like, of all of the people, you choose the
Yeah.
one that got rejected from her production company, had to work her ass off making music for other people, helps make this phenomenon that happens, and becomes the first Korean to win Best Original Song, and you go, yup, that's the one we're going to fuck over.
Well,
Yeah.
she's got to say her piece. I felt bad for like her co-writer. I assume that was probably
Yeah.
Mhm.
They were bringing her up more people to like other people that need to be properly thanked and were going to be like other people that helped make the shit because she didn't want to give all of it, and they're like, no, fuck you, nobody else.
I heard like Conan got really pissy about that because
I
they
don't
already
doubt it.
lowered in the stage. Like there was nothing that they could do about it. Like because once it was down, it was like going down. But that's why I think instead of like singing people off, like just give people a timer. Say like, hey, you have like 2 minutes. Then after 2 minutes, you have like a 30-second warning. Like
Yeah.
if
She
it's over 3 minutes, you go bye-bye.
She deserved the Christopher Judge treatment. She needed to get her 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Didn't
Go ahead.
didn't Conan actually say something at one point about it too, where he's just like to lower a microphone on a man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he made a joke about it. A
My
pointed
favorite thing,
joke.
though, one of my favorite things dealing with that, just because I thought it was really funny. That Markiplier was at the Oscars makes me really happy.
Amazing.
Also, he was talking about while he was going back and forth in editing that he would listen to what it sounds like repeatedly in the car because it like hyped him up.
Nice.
If you saw the outcut of K-pop Demon Hunters winning animated picture, that man is having an aneurysm in the crowd because he's so proud of them. Those of you that don't know, Markiplier is Korean. He was very happy to be repping them, and it made me very happy that he was doing it, because he's one of the most genuinely deserves to be famous individuals on the planet.
Speaking of people being happy, one of my favorite shots was during the performance of Golden. You see everyone kind of like getting into the music. One of those guys is Steven Spielberg, just having a great time.
Was there also a shot of someone like Guillermo del Toro or someone else like trying to actively like get people hyped or something for when they won their award? It was It was some big name director. I don't remember who it was. It was a bigger guy, but
I also want to say that one of my favorite, believe as great as the Golden performance was, and it really was.
Oh yeah.
I think the show-stopping moment of the night for me personally was the "I Lied to You" performance.
Oh yeah, and the fact that they got Misty Copeland, who by the way just retired and had hip surgery, to come and do ballet for a few seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Literally, I'm sitting there going like, that's ballet. That's, we don't care about it.
Yeah,
honestly, like, with Sinners and one battle after another winning big, it's nice that Warner Brothers had like one last like hurrah before
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if you guys saw, but Jane Fonda was wearing one of those no merger buttons.
Yeah.
Good on her.
There's a lot of protests where I'm like, we're really not going to gain anything from it. That's one of the ones where I'm just like, people, especially this one, come on, say something.
Yeah, for real. For real.
And we'll see how Warner Brothers, if they'll. Something tells me that we're not going to see this like real auteur Warner Brothers that they've been. Because like their output, like with Sinners and One Battle After, it was almost like Warner Brothers going back to like their new Hollywood phase, like from the '60s, like when you had movies like Bonnie and Clyde, like those type of movies, like actually making a splash at the box office.
Yeah. But merger's got a merger, and stuff's got to get put together, and then some stuff's got to get canceled. Kiona, you want to talk about Buffy?
So we had the good news about Firefly, that's for sure, and now we have well, actually, before the Firefly news happened, we also had bad news come out, which is Sarah Michelle Gellar taking to social media and saying, posting a video and saying that surprisingly, Hulu has passed on the Buffy revival show that they had planned and were going to do. So Sarah Michelle Gellar has spoken out about the cancellation of the new Buffy series, Buffy New Sunnydale, as it was called, during the festival premiere of her new movie, Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. Let's see here. So, it was, as Gellar says, supposed to be a really big day, a fun day. This is from the article at People, on the People magazine website. Then she got a phone call. Quote, I was just about to take the stage in front of all the fans. Hulu had decided not to move forward with the Buffy revival, and let me tell you, nobody saw this coming, unquote. So she talks about...
They feel like they're getting targeted by a certain executive.
Yes. So she talks about how Chloe Zhao and herself had been developing this over time, and they had brought in writers and everything. And so let me get to that part of the article here. Hold on. So she basically says that there was an executive who was in charge of the production of the show, who made it a point every single day, essentially, to come up to them and say that he was not a fan of the original show. Well, they were not a fan of the original show.
Was his name Josh?
And that they were and that they were they were just against doing the revival of the show, period, end of story. That was it, basically, essentially. That they had been formally against that, and then they were going to push for it to not happen. And essentially they got their wish. As someone who is in a power position and is able to end the show should they want to. So I do have some complicated feelings about this. And not to say that I have complicated feelings about that executive, because that executive can kindly go fuck right off.
Yep.
But
100%.
because the original show is amazing, and they should actually shut up and maybe watch what they're criticizing before they criticize it. You know, don't be an internet person, basically. Don't be an asshole.
Absolutely.
So essentially my feelings on this, though, is possibly we might have dodged a bullet here.
How are you feeling?
And the reason that I say this is because of Hamnet. And so here's the thing. So Hamnet was a movie that I tried to watch 3 times and I couldn't get through it.
Okay.
And that's not to say that it's not beautifully directed or wonderfully acted or anything like that. It's just so emotional.
Okay.
And I can tell you that after the year that I've had last year, and after and I mean, I'm an emotional person. I'll freely admit that I am an emotional person. But like, when it comes to Hamnet in particular, I just felt like I don't have the bandwidth to handle this movie.
Okay.
And so when the thing that gets me is that I love Chloe Zhao as a director. I think she's very talented. For me, Eternals was just kind of all right, but Nomadland was excellent. And Hamnet was kind of just I couldn't get through it. But that's not to say that I don't respect her as a director or as a writer or anything like that. But I do think that when I'm envisioning in my own mind, and this is just me speculating, but when I'm envisioning what Buffy could look like as a new show with an entirely new tone, possibly, and and I know that they did some dark stuff in the original show as well, so it wasn't like happy-go-lucky all the time.
Yeah.
But I think that there might have been something that would have been missing from this iteration. And it's very possible.
Sexist showrunner.
That, yes. I mean, obviously. Well, that would have been a good thing that's missing, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
No, I understand what you're saying. But I think that I mean, I was quite happy with that. I would have been happy with a women-fronted Buffy series that was mainly produced and mainly written by women. I think that would have been incredible, and directed too. But I also kind of think that maybe the tone wouldn't have been right.
Okay.
So I don't know. I feel of 2 minds about it. And I'm not entirely against it not happening, but I do wish that it would have happened. And I certainly hate and loathe the fact that it was done because some idiot executive said that they didn't like the original show and therefore they're not even going to give this one a chance. Like, no, that's stupid. That's the wrong reason.
Yep.
So, if anything, they could have just let it happen and then let the free market decide.
Exactly. That's the thing I don't get. Like, there's stuff that I don't like that's successful.
Yeah.
Like, arguing that you didn't like it, sure. But it was successful. It got spin-offs.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Buffy's like a successful IP. It's not like, we're learning the wrong lessons from, say Barbie or K-pop. Buffy has been a successful IP for decades.
Yeah. How many Kiona, how many seasons of not the original series, but the comic continuation after we're there?
They had 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I believe.
Okay, so there was still even gas in the tank.
Absolutely.
And then when the rights to the comic actually transferred from Dark Horse over to Boom Studios, then Boom Studios did its own kind of reboot of the show and of the series, and that lasted for a few years, and a few spin-offs of its own. So,
do you know what? If I was this executive, which doesn't make any sense to me, yeah, I bet this executive didn't like the show. You know what? I bet that executive likes money.
Yeah.
Don't like it and take a paycheck.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was reading
Why are you letting
up on it
personal
too,
feelings?
is that the execs over at Searchlight were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, even they were like, and they're all under the same umbrella as Hulu, obviously. This is all like Disney. So they are saying that possibly Disney, maybe somebody at the top will take a look at it and see if there's like a future born for this. Yeah.
Do you think they would, or is there a possibility that they could like option this out to somebody else?
No.
No.
Because the Buffy film rights are like Square because of Fox.
Okay.
Like that it's gonna be Fox till, Kingdom come. But I kind of feel like this might have been a potentially smart move on Sarah Michelle's part to like get ahead of the story and like take control of the narrative.
Absolutely. Yeah. But this also, this has some repercussions because of the fact that, we also have Ryan Coogler's X-Files revival / reboot / whatever the hell it is. And the fact that it was also this is also like owned by Disney now, and it's also going to be run by Hulu. And who knows if the same executive is involved and doesn't like them? I don't know. But hopefully that's not the case, and hopefully that gets to move forward, even though that's going to be facing its own uphill battle. But so even though my personal feelings were like, okay, we may have dodged a bullet here, would I have preferred that the show get produced and actually shown to us so that we can make a decision and make an informed call? Yeah, I would have preferred that, obviously.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's so dumb. Hey, we could go on for a freaking hour about how dumb it is.
One last thing, and I think we even talked about this in the group chat. This is giving me Lizzie McGuire vibes in terms of...
I was just going to say.
Yeah, some executive getting cold feet and being like, nah, we don't want to do this.
We don't want to capture the nostalgia of hundreds of thousands of 90s kids.
It's like, oh my god, Lizzie McGuire in her mid-30s has sex. The scandal.
The scandal. And the amount of kids that are my age that would be very interested in the possibility of hearing about Lizzie McGuire having sex. Have you seen her lately?
Right.
Good lord.
Well,
that's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of sucks. It's almost a weird sort of exchange, though, the fact that we got the bad Buffy news and then right after we get the good Firefly news. It's so strange.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future,
Monkey's paw or something.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe in the future we'll get something like an animated show with the Buffy cast. I don't know.
Maybe.
Something.
I mean, I'm in the camp of, like, I'm not sure, like, Buffy's dead now, but I'm not sure if it's dead because I think, obviously there's going to be pushback from fans, but I think there's going to be a lot of pushback from Searchlight that they don't have control over their own IPs.
True.
Let's wait until the Firefly series premieres, because if that's successful or successful enough, then we might see some momentum. Hell, we could even just wait till this weekend when Ready or Not 2 opens. They'll either change their mind or they'll just continue to slap themselves in the face for the dumbass executive.
Yeah, because I don't think this story was supposed to get out.
Nope.
No.
I mean,
No,
Sarah,
I don't think so.
I mean, she might have broken NDA, but she was just like, "Fuck it."
You're gonna fuck me over?
Yeah,
I don't care. I got money.
Well, because it was so obvious that this was going to go into production, like they were gearing up and everything, like that this was going to happen.
Oh yeah.
And it seems like they just, it just seems like a vendetta by this one executive.
Mhm.
I don't like it.
He wanted an Angel reboot, and he got mad. He's like, I don't want Buffy. What an idiot.
Oh, you know
Alright.
what's a fun fact? I don't think I've ever shared this, but David Boreanaz's dad used to be like our local news anchor.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
wow.
That's interesting.
That's
Nice.
hilarious. Jeez.
Nice.
Oh yeah, because randomly he would pop up. Because when he retired, he was just like there in the background, like, "Hey."
That's funny. All right. Roronoa Zoro actor Mekanui revealed that the One Piece creator Ichiro Oda already has a plan for where the Netflix series is going to end. Mekanui said he has a vision for where he wants it to end, not end, but where he wants to take the live action to and know about it, and we know where he wants to go up to, and that has me hyped a lot. There's a specific arc he wants us to go up to. The third season is in production, set to wrap up the Alabasta saga. So it sounds like he does not. Oda specifically said this thing's not running forever. I want you to get to a point and be done.
I would
Which is
imagine
actually
till
kinda
like the
cool.
time skip. I would assume.
Maybe.
Yeah, that seems like that seems like the most logical choice.
Yeah, it very well could be. Man, I'm seeing the people freaking out about who they got to be Nico Robin, and I don't blame them. Good lord, I don't know much about One Piece, but that casting choice is perfect. Goodness gracious. All right, we got one last thing in movie and streaming here. Crunchyroll has been hit with a new class action lawsuit which claims that the company knowingly disclosed users' private viewing habits to a marketing company. Among other things, the plaintiffs are seeking $2,500 in statutory damages per violation per class member, punitive damages, injunctive relief, cease disclosures, delete collective data, implement compliance mechanisms, and attorneys' fees and costs.
Damn.
2,500 a user's a lot. Crunchyroll has a lot of users. Which, I don't know why you need to be disclosing that shit, because I think you understand marketing. People watch anime. That's the marketing. I'm forgetting where it even is.
It's in media assets.
That is the appropriate amount of loud. It is toned down. That's hilarious. We need to capture more of those throughout the podcast to have readily available. All right. So I've mentioned on other things where what do I want to say? Some people I possibly could. I need to take away some other stuff, but so shipping is killing fandoms.
You don't say.
And sexual identity obsessed people is doing it as well. One thing that mangakas don't commonly do, outside of, I can't remember what his name is that runs Bleach, who is just willing to tell people to fuck off whenever he wants to.
Yeah, Taito Kubo.
Yeah, I love him to death. So Urana was trying to be a great person and interact with her fans. And every time she would say something, it would get taken out of context to where now I have absolutely nothing wrong, and I need to say this up front. I have absolutely nothing wrong with the LGBTQ community. I don't, because for the most part, it's all wonderful people. I have no bad things to say about any of it. But there is one or two of them that give it the entire bad reputation that it has. Because it is to the point of where if it's not something that's LGBTQ, then they hate it. And those people are normally the most vocal. And again, mostly the people that say the bad shit give the bad reputation for everyone. Kay was on a live stream recently, and she was just trying to interview with a person about stuff about the show. her about the manga and such. And Kay, a while ago, said in an interview, or said in a thing that she wanted gender-neutral pronouns in Japanese settings because it's very hard to distinguish, and the language barrier and different stuff is different.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone in the West took that as, you're non-binary.
No,
When she's
that's not what that means.
When she's female. And then, when she denies this, that makes her a transphobic bigot.
But it's her own gender identity!
But she's not the gender identity that they wanted her to be. Because
She can be whatever she...
Yes,
Yeah,
but
she
again...
can use whatever pronouns she's comfortable with. They're her pronouns!
Yes, but according to all these people bitching at her, they liked her better when they thought she was trans. And they were in these live comments, it's just one of the things, saying about, I liked you better when I thought you were trans.
How is that not
That's just-
transphobic?
I'm just stating the stupid statements. Then they go on to say that one of the characters, Tamsi, in the show, who is a beautiful man, that's all I'm going to say. People just commented in there, and this is on a past one where they're like, I love that you made Tamsi trans. And she just commented, he's not. That added to the fact that Kay is transphobic, because this character that everyone else thought was trans isn't, and that means she's transphobic.
So you can't have effeminate men?
Apparently not, because that's not possible. And then, when this character, who is voiced by Zeno Robinson, has dreadlocks and dark skin, is called black and considered black by Urana, the dumbasses who don't consider Jabber black then say she's racist because that's not the race I gave him.
Good old-fashioned colorism.
Not even colorism. There was black people saying that man is not black, he's white.
Well, that's still colorism.
Yes, but it's not saying he's black enough for some people, is other parts. Which there's colorism and just straight up, he's not what I am. Just stupidity. All of this is getting thrown at her while she's in a live stream. On top of, there is two characters in the show. One is named Jabber, one is named Zonka. Jabber is a masochist.
I already know where you're going with this.
Literally enjoys and gets aroused at the fact that he might get hurt. So when he mentions this to a bunch of people that are protecting a actual teenager, they go, oh, that means that Jabber's gay because he just told a person that he's going to get erect if they hurt him because he said it at a man. No, he's
that just
not.
makes him a masochist.
That makes him a masochist. So then when they make him not be gay, then Kay is homophobic. That's another one that got thrown at her. And then, when Jabber does not get shipped with the guy who he's tried to kill multiple times, has poisoned, danced on top of his slowly rotting body, and then was going to feed him to a trash beast, Kay is homophobic because they don't support the gay shit.
I mean, Brock, that's true love. I mean, do you not be physically abusive to your partner? I mean, that's clearly a loving relationship.
Clearly.
Yeah.
But do you know what the kicker is? When they show two people, there's this unbelievably great edited scene where a character gets shown possibly the best illustration of SA trauma that I think I've ever seen in any story medium ever. It's beautiful. Unbelievably beautiful. But she does some horrendously fucked up shit beforehand as a bad excuse to behave like she doesn't. It makes her not understand what love is, essentially, and she does a really fucked up thing. And then Rudo, as a character who gets put through this fucked up thing, responds badly, and both of them then after it come together and respond going, hey, both of us fucked up. We're going to be good together and we're going to teach each other how to not fuck up in the future. And then they get shipped together. They're fucking adorable. It's a man and a woman. But Kay has openly said, yeah, I just don't see them together. Do you know what Kay didn't get badgered about? Denying the heterosexual couple. But she got unbelievably badgered about denying the gay couple. Again, nothing wrong with LGBTQ people. Some
Just
of my
write a
best
fanfic.
friends. So
You
some of
think-
my just write what you want. Some of my best friends are a lesbian, trans, or whatever. Stop being the people that ruin your entire community for everyone. Stop it. Do not write hate mail at the creator. Like what Bree just said, write a fan fiction.
You know the real issue, Brock, is, and this isn't just like a queer issue, although it does come up with a lot of gay ships, but that's just because there's like under like representation in the media, but that's its own can of worms. People just try to, force their headcanons.
If two same-sex people are in a room together, they're gay and dating, is what it's become, because what you said, there's underrepresentation. There's a lot of it. They did the same thing in My Hero, where Bakugo and Deku didn't date, and there was people crying over it.
I mean, let's be real. If there was going to be like a gay ship in My Hero, it was going to be just Toga and Uraraka. I mean, come on, like
absolutely.
I'm sorry, like
100%.
I call bullshit that she was still in the Deku. I mean, like.
What?
Girl.
What? I get both of them because that was the writer's intention, because you show like the whatever, the blushing and whatever. But the amount of time they spent together, if they were going to do one, you're 100% right. It would have been those two. And it's gotten to the point where Kay was very specific about how, where is this thing I have to send out? Because she sent something out on her Instagram. Kay is one of the people that actually just tried to generally interact with her fans because she loves her fans, and she just got bullied clean out of it and had to just shut down people in her live stream. From my perspective, this is a common sense rule, but if nobody says it, things will turn into chaos, so I'll say it. If someone brings unofficial settings or outright incorrect ones right in front of me and keeps saying, what do you think about this? Hey, look at this. Hey, over here again and again. Of course, I'm going to reject it. Maybe people have forgotten, but I'm a part of the official side of Gachiaken itself. What frustrates me is that the unofficial settings themselves is the people who throw childish tantrums about it.
Yep.
I mean, she's absolutely fucking right on that, like 100%. And you know what? I wish more creators would just say you are being a fucking child and stop.
Absolutely. These authors get death threats because the two underage characters that they're a fan of aren't fucking.
Here's like the other thing. This happened to someone I followed on Blue Sky, but I felt like so personally vindicated from that because someone finally said the quiet part out loud. Tumblr, even back in the day, was always just fucking 4chan with, like, MySpace aesthetics.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You're 100%
But here's, like, the difference. At least 4chan wasn't a bunch of fucking hypocrites.
They knew exactly who they were.
100%. 100%. Yeah, it's just one of these things where people can't... The idea of same-sex friendships is just done. If they say two lines to each other, they're fucking. Or even with opposite sex, if they share two scenes together, they're fucking. Friendships exist in fiction and in real life.
Yep.
Stop with every character has to do whatever. There's websites for all of this if you want to, like, look at that.
One of them, in fact, won a Hugo Award. It's called
did.
AO3.
Yes. I'm one of those people. Do you, like, I'm not the whatever part of it. I have been writing Ruby fanfiction for over 12 years. I am a Hugo Award winning artist. I'm just going to point that out there. I will never let that go. But, like, I was one of those people that shipped together Blake and Yang for the longest time in Ruby. I openly admitted that they weren't a couple in the show, but I was like, if it was going to happen, whatever. You can flirt with your friend Pringles. That's different. You're not dating your friends. But, like, I was okay that they weren't dating in the show. Did I laugh really hard and point a lot of fingers when they became a couple? You bet your fucking asses I did. But I wasn't going to attempt to burn down Rooster Teeth if they didn't.
And this is like the other thing, people just need to write their own shit. Because rep is a problem. I mean, Brock, you know, like the screenplay that I'm working on, and it's like funny because it's like the same exact thing. But here's like the thing: when you're developing like a queer couple or whatever, like have them actually develop. Them being on screen to each other for 5 seconds, and unless they're just happen to already be an established couple, which is fine, whatever. But let them actually have a story arc. And I'm saying this as someone who is bi. Are you saying that, like, gay people aren't allowed to have, like, story arcs or whatever and develop relationships like heterosexual couples? Like, are you fucking with me?
That's one of my biggest things where I get upset about this.
Yeah, it just becomes window dressing.
It does. Where there needs to be storylines that LGBTQ characters can have other than falling in love. You can be gay and be single.
Mm-hmm.
That's a possibility. That's where, like, if you're going to be upset about things, you just can't do it. And also, like you said, don't just have two LGBTQ characters date because they're both LGBTQ. Like you said, actually have a reason they're dating, because then it's better.
Yeah, write them as characters, as people first. Don't just write them.
I mean, that's the whole thing, is people try to write gay characters as gay. I'm like, no, you were doing it wrong. You were writing them as characters
who happened to be gay.
I mean, that's where their characters are towards, that they're in love with someone of the same sex.
Mm-hmm. Your sexuality of your character should not be should not take precedence over their character arc. Unless, of course, the few times that is their character arc, but again, you should let gay characters...
But that's like a very specific type of story.
It is. That's the other thing that I'm kind of sick of, and it goes into the same thing. Can we have LGBTQ characters have character arcs other than coming out? Please? For the love of God. Do you know what that does? It normalizes the fact that they're just normal.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make it this big of a deal. It helps you literally do the thing you want to do if you just make it a more normal thing.
But, because here's, like, the thing, and this is, like, the thing that I've discovered, and I'm like, why are you being fucking weirdos about this? Why would you not write them, like, other than specific, like, queer things, like, you know, super specifics. I mean, like, you know what I'm talking about. Why would you not... I mean, you don't think of heterosexual characters that way.
No,
why would you write the queer characters any different? Unless it's something where their queer identity causes something very character specific to happen to them.
Yes.
Why would you write them any differently? Like, I can't understand why people just can't grasp that concept.
They always have to pigeonhole the other side, but just heterosexual people get to be whatever they want. And, like, guys, this is coming from a Christian. I've been a Christian my entire life, and I don't have the problems that you guys are having with this. I don't get why you can't represent these people better. It makes no sense. They need to be treated as a normal thing, and like you said, don't pigeonhole them into only 4 characteristics.
Yeah, maybe just don't also have them like take a huge time out and the plot, whether of just about to save the world, just to come out as gay.
No, because here's what you do. You say, "Oh, I'm gay" before that, and then we do the apocalypse. Like, I'm so gay, it's causing the world to end.
What you don't do is do that storyline, which literally steals the storyline of a much better coming out story of another character in that exact show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, yeah.
God, that was so bad. Oh, it was so bad. All right, getting away from all of that, one thing that's actually kind of cool for creators that's not stupid, Sony, of all people, has developed an AI tool which will help creators prevent copyright infringement in videos and music generated by AI to create a system to where creators can receive fair compensation. I would very much like a tool that can stop you from getting copyrighted for no damn reason when you're doing the rules properly.
Okay, yeah, that is legitimately cool.
And it shouldn't have taken this long to do. Because guess what's really great? Free advertising for the show that they're making videos about.
Yep.
As Bree, who's an editor, I would assume that you'd be very happy about this.
Oh yes. I would definitely not like to get fucked and have to fix things.
Yeah, and as myself, who does live streams of gaming content where you're normally pretty safe, I, in the middle of a Game Awards stream like 4 years ago, oh my gosh, my knees are breaking in half that I've been doing the Game Awards streams for like 6 years, got a copyright claim from UFC music in the middle of an advertisement for an energy drink.
Wow.
That had nothing to do with UFC and was advertising a mobile game. A lot of times these systems get it wrong, especially you, YouTube. You fucking suck.
Yep.
Oh, it's the worst. But anyway,
Good to end the show on some good news.
Yeah, does anyone have anything else that they'd like to positively say?
Project Hail Mary, the box office projections look good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Look forward to that.
like the IMAX showing, like it's like the earliest, like the 7 o'clock IMAX show on Thursday at my local theater. It's almost sold out.
Nice.
Damn.
Oh wow. Cool.
Yeah, it's always nice to see some like real good quality movies that I've been hearing great things about it. So yeah, I'm definitely
Me
look forward to checking that out.
Yeah, I need to still see
I
it.
really want to see it.
Absolutely. All right. I think we're going to end it there, and we will get out of here. Mike, where can everybody find you?
You guys can find me on various social media sites at KVK42. You can check out my quick thoughts on letterboxd.com/KVK42. And you can follow Renegade Pop Culture on Facebook and Blue Sky at Renegade Pop Culture. You can also find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/Renegade Pop Culture. You can also find us on YouTube at Renegade Pop Culture or Orgnard Zero. Find us on Podchaser. Consider supporting our Patreon at patreon.com/Renegade Pop Culture. Listen to all of our podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. And last but not least, everything can be found at renegadepopculture.com. Need escape? So do we.
Bree.
You can find me everywhere at crazylemur.bsky.social. Some version of Crazy Lemur. Or when I'm feeling a little bit spicy, you can find me under my other alias, which is Lemur's Rule, which I use as Lemur's Rule 1 on Instagram, where I will eventually be getting the flower show pics. And if I could promote one other thing, I said this at the start of the podcast. Guys, on Tubi and free on YouTube, there's a movie called Suspicious Leah. Please watch it. I will give you like no other context other than it is the new room. You will laugh and you will cry. You will be amazed. That's it.
Everyone was saying War of the Worlds was the new room.
Oh, no. Oh no, that's just bad. No, Suspicious Leah is like magical.
Kiona.
You guys can find me on Twitter at Neoplasmic24, also on Blue Sky at Neoplasmic, on Twitch at Neoplasmic, as Neoplasmic, I should say, twitch.tv/Neoplasmic, I'll just say that. And also on the Renegade Pop Culture Twitch channel, which, you know, hopefully we can get to do some gaming stuff as well on there and do more things. So twitch.tv/Renegade Pop Culture. Please give us a follow. If you do, we'll be your best friend.
Yes.
All of you. Every one of you. Individually.
Every single one of you.
We will be your best friend. Count on it.
Absolute
We'll be your
besties,
even
yes.
better best friend if you subscribe. I'm kidding.
Yes, if you subscribe, yes, absolutely. Okay.
Jacob.
You can find me on Facebook under Krehbiel, Krehbiel.
Nice. You can find me everywhere at Organoid Zero, mainly on Twitch and YouTube, where I'll be streaming back normally, pretty regularly. I'm about to finish up Rise of the Tomb Raider, and then I'll be starting Shadow, but likely Life is Strange next week when I get back from the next convention that I'm going to, so I'm very excited about that.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, comes out next Friday. I'm pretty pumped.
Damn.
But, yeah, and speaking of conventions, you can find me at Organoid Zero on over on my Instagram, where all of my cosplaying and convention going and such like that, all that goes on there. Yeah, until next time, we will see you all later. Everybody, also thank you. Anyone that watches this podcast, like at all, thank you. I know that you could have better things to be doing on different days. All the new people that go in, I greatly appreciate all of you. This podcast has been going for 76 episodes, and that is mind-blowing to me. So, yeah, everyone that watches, I greatly appreciate you. Until next time, we will see you all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.